What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bonnie Tyler, and we're returning to the very best of compilation, 1993. Hello, Luca. And yes, once again, thank you to Michaela for sending this and much else, and we're going to listen to Where Were You? And there's only 2 tracks after this, so we're getting right near the end of the compilation. But where were you? It's a question that references the past, and perhaps there's an implied or suggested indignation. I suppose it could just be informational, the idea of like, where were you in that moment? You know, what were you doing? Where were you at? Which is not technically grammatically necessary, but to emphasize the point. But yes, I feel like maybe there's a suggestion that someone is indignant, incensed, or at the very least hurt and confused as to someone's, what's the right word, location at an earlier moment when maybe their presence was desirable, required, or otherwise expected. So it sounds like someone who's maybe been hurt or is confused as to why someone wasn't around when they were needed or at least wanted. So we'll see if that's in any way remotely accurate. Let's give it a listen. This is Bonnie Tyler. The track is Where Were You? And it's included on her 1993 compilation, The Very Best of Bonnie Tyler.
Where were you when I needed somebody to lean on?
Her voice.
Where were you when I needed a shoulder to cry on? I always held you close when you were feeling weak. Guess I was walking down a one-way street. I was a fool to think that you'd be there for me. Oh, baby, I was always around to pick you up when you were falling down, baby, when you were crying the blues was
stress there at the end. So it was more or less what I was thinking in advance, and with more detail, meaning she's saying that so many times, you were upset, you were down, you needed someone to support you, a shoulder to cry on, someone to confide in. I was there, I was always there, but then I never showed you my vulnerable side. I never needed support in that way. And then finally, when I was upset, when I was hurt, when I needed your assistance, when I needed you to be there for me, where were you? Where exactly were you? Because you weren't here. And I guess all of this has been a one-way street, and you actually have a lot to learn, because apparently I was a fool for thinking that we shared something as special as I thought it was, the mutual and reciprocal type of support, emotional, interpersonal, maybe romantic. It feels like the kind of situation where maybe it's never been overtly romantic, but the speaker assumed that they both kind of felt special about each other, and then suddenly that is revealed as maybe being a bit of a mirage, and what she feels toward the other person, or at least felt prior to this episode, is now shown to be a bit ignorant or naive, and the other person maybe was more transactional, maybe was more like, yeah, I used you as a support, but now she feels more like she was a stepping stone, and she wasn't viewed with the same special understanding that she viewed the other person. So there's a bit of like self-righteous indignation, but also a self-affirming resolve that like now she has a better perception of what really is the case. She knows that she was giving more than she was ever going to receive, even if she expected that. And there's still, though, that burning question of like, in that moment of my need, what were you doing? What was more important than me? So yeah, there's a lot of emotional power to the tune, both condemning but also, again, self-affirming and showing a bit of personal strength. Sonically, I love the way it's essentially like a pop rock song, but mixed with a bit of a bluesy vibe, including in the guitar work, but also there's some gospel vibes in those backing vocals and that organ. There's a bit of a country flair, which I think really came to the fore in the like final third of the track. So it's like a pop song with country, gospel, and blues influences, is the way my brain would describe it. And once again, at the center of it all is her powerful, raspy, commanding voice. And that kind of voice, I think, works especially well with a song like this, which has such a message of, hey, that wasn't right, and I've been here for you, so what the hell, essentially, sentiment. So, yeah, a really cool one and a great one for Bonnie to perform. It seems a number of her tunes were either written by other people or like were written in conjunction with other people, so I wonder the origin of this tune. I'm sure Michaela or others might be familiar. As I said, there's only 2 tracks left, Till the End of Time, and then I Can't Leave Your Love Alone, and both of them are featuring other people. Yeah, one's a duet with Dan, who is that? Dan Hartman, and then the final one, oh no, it's not with someone, it's previously unreleased. So the last one is sort of a special bonus tune included for the compilation specifically. Looking forward to both of them. Once again, thank you to Michaela and to all folks who sent me music, both physical and digital. Do let me know what you think of the song, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.